This is not surprising since I am standing before the library. Even the most eager of students don't bother to show anyone the section of the school. As I enter the library, the noise of the festival fades into a dull background noise, and soon I am in the reading area of the rear of the room. Behind me, behind one of the partition desks, I see the top of a head with straight dark hair catching my eye. Hey, Hanako, I had a feeling you'd be here. The head jumps a little in shock before slowly peeping over the partition. Hasao. Hey, Lily's pretty busy, so she sent me to find you. Oh, do you want to sit down? Actually, I'm feeling a little hungry. Despite the fact that I just drank some soup and had some dumplings, I guess I'm still a little hungry. Would you like to get something to eat from one of the stands? I brought some food. I shouldn't be surprised, but it was worth a try. Expecting her to go out today was a long shot. How about we eat in the tea room? I passed it by the way here, and it seems like there's no one around. We can make some food there. So it'll be a little more comfortable. What do you say? Sure, let's go. Hanako closes her book and puts it away with deliberate, practiced moves. Good to go? Yeah. We walk side by side from the library to the tea room. As expected, there is barely a soul around, and if it wasn't for the murmurs through the walls, you wouldn't tell that there was any huge festival going on outside. Hanako carries a bag in both hands, focused on just the floor ahead of her. Every now and again she seems to break her pace a little and steps in slightly shorter paces. The first time it happened I gave no mind, but I noticed she does it on a regular basis. Are you alright? She stops dead in her tracks. What? I don't know, it just looks like you were tripping or something. A pink blush rises on her cheeks as her gaze returns to the floor. It's nothing. You know, when you say nothing like that, people are inspired to ask further questions. As for a second I don't think she's going to answer. Perhaps prepared to leave it be, I almost set off walking again, and it's a game. Game? Do you see the floor over here? What a bizarre question. The floor looks just like any other floor, covered in these tiles made the squares of aluminum. Nothing noteworthy? Well, yes. What about it? Sometimes, when there's no one around, I only step on the darker ones. Hanako's voice trails off as her explanation continues until I can barely hear her voice over the roaring silence of the hallway. Ha! Roaring silence. Darker ones? Shuffling her feet, Hanako points the toe of her shoe at the tile that is barely a shade darker than the others. Like these ones. Oh right, so these ones are no good. I point at the nearby tile. Yeah, something like that. Ah, I see. Do you play this game a lot? Hanako shakes her head. Just when the halls are empty. She nods. Well then, no point in stopping. I'm beginning to get really hungry. She nods again, this time with a little more enthusiasm. Well then, let's go. We set off down the hall, and this time I notice that Hanako is paying less attention to the floor. I wonder just how lonely... Ironically, not that lonely. Whenever we used to go shopping a long time ago, well, not really a long time ago, more like years ago, the majority of the damn shopping floor was white and black, and it just kind of pops into your head. Oh, I'll just step on these black ones this time. Oh, I'll just step on these white ones this time. It just kind of pops into your head. But before I realize what I'm doing, I find myself trying to aim each step so it lands on the correct tiles. The noise of the festival is slightly louder inside the tea room, but the breeze coming through the open window makes it worth it. Without thinking, I walk to the windowsill and inhale deeply. I sometimes forget how clean the air is compared to back home. Do you want some tea? That would be great, thank you. It occurs to me that this is the first time I've been alone with Hanako without her trying to be somewhere else. Turning from the window, I watch as she makes a simple pot of tea and arranges some sandwiches onto a plate. I've seen her do this before a number of times, but this time she seems slightly different. It's like she's calm. Eventually she places the small tray on the table and pours 2 cups of tea. The fresh scent of brewed tea mingle with the breezes for a second like I'm the only one in the world. I think I know why you like this room. Huh? I don't know what you mean. Well, there are quite a few people out there, and in here it's like another world. You can pretend that there's no one around for miles. You're right. It's like the world has forgotten this room. And because of that, you can forget about the outside. That would be appealing in some cases. As far as I can tell, conventional bullying doesn't exist in the school, and then again, I haven't seen a single person talk to Hanako besides Lily. If you're ignored by the world, a place where you can forget it exists would hold a special appeal. It's a good point. It's like the room gives you some kind of complete freedom. Yeah. Say, do you play chess? Chess? I've played a bit, I guess. I take it you've played before? A little. Without saying anything more, Hanako moves to one of the cardboard cupboards and digs out a small chess set. Do you want to play? Sure, why not? I cut her off and she doesn't seem to mind it. We arrange the pieces and before long we are sending pawns charging into their inevitable fates. Take my time and inadvertently examine each move and its consequences, nostalgia for the game taking a second place at the matters of hand. For a time the game is lengthy battle of attrition, but I spot an opening and tear a line in her defense. A few moves later, her king is cornered by several of my pieces. Checkmate. You're not bad at this, are you? An honest appraisal, her technique is pretty good, but several times I was able to exploit her lack of prediction. Pick up her pieces and examine it. It looks relatively new, yet worn of its age. I guess not. Does Lily play? The absence of Hanako's answer causes me to think about my question. A bit. This is the first time I played anyone else, other than her, or... She cuts herself off abruptly, leaving the answer hanging in the air. Someone she knew before coming to Yanko, maybe? Well then, I'm honored to have played against you. I guess we can play again. She acts as if we were asking to... She acts as if she was asking to cut off my hands. The spirit of competition got into her. Sure, although don't expect me to go easy on you this time. Not that I was before, mind. She seems to appreciate the competitive tone. Same here. As we're setting up the pieces, there is a noise at the door. Good afternoon. Lily. Oh, yeah. Hey there, Lily. Are you finished? You're both here? Wonderful. At any rate, our teacher managed to round up some extra help, so I was able to leave. Have you been here since you left? Pretty much. We were just playing a bit of chess. Would you like a cup of tea? Actually, I think it might be a good idea to go outside for a while. The instant drop in Hanako's face shows her objection in this plan, even though she says nothing. I feel strangely compelled to voice that what is plainly in view of her face, but Lily can't see. I kinda think we should stay here. Really? It's so crowded here that I was thinking we should leave the school and head for the local tea house. You mean the Shanghai? Of course. With everyone at the festival, it should be pretty empty. Tea house? Oh, that's right. You probably don't know of it. There is a tea house not far from here, which we go to every so often. Sounds like a plan. Hanako, what do you think? Hanako jumps a little at being forced into the conversation, but at least she seems less distraught than before. If it's the Shanghai, I think it'll be nice. Well then, it's settled. Let's be on our way. Hanako and I rise from the table, our preempted chess game. Before I can do anything, Hanako has poured the pieces into the small container and placed the board away. Looks like we're ready to go. Please lead on. Hanako moves to Lily's side and we venture into the school's corridor. The pair leads me through the series of unfamiliar doors, and we emerge on the side of the building opposite to the festival grounds. Insulated by the heavy stone of the building, the noise from the crowd has faded to a murmur. Strange, I thought that most people would be beginning to leave by now. They're probably here for the viewing of the fireworks. Fireworks? Yes, apparently the school puts on quite a show. A lot of people here come to town just to watch them. Lily's decision to leave the school grounds seems to make sense now. Hanukkah would probably have had a hard time with the whole town descending onto the school, or ascending, in the case may be. For us... Alright, I'm gonna stop it here for the moment. So I will talk to you guys next time. Still early. Still got about 3-4 hours worth later on that I can record, so I'll probably record more of this and record some more of other stuff. So I shall talk to you guys later when I get the chance to record again. See ya.